Go ahead. All right, hi. My name is Greg Suchy. I'm here with Jack Pransky. Jack, I just wanted to ask you a couple questions about the upcoming cruise in February. First thing is, I'd really just like to know why you'd like to be involved in it. What gets you excited about this?
Well, there's a lot of things that get me excited about it, actually. Not the least of which is, just being it's almost like a retreat type setting with a bunch of three principles people is always a thrill for me. So that's one thing. The second thing is the fact that the retreat is going to be moving on the seas and going to beautiful places. I actually first experienced a cruise. I never thought I would like a cruise, just from what I had heard of it. I experienced a cruise for the first time maybe 5 years ago or so, and I was actually amazed at how much I enjoyed being on one. It was a real different experience for me. And I for some reason, I got off on it, and then I had went on one other one, and I kind of liked the feel of it, so that's another exciting part. And ultimately, just the idea of being able to talk with people about the principles in a relaxed setting, beautiful setting. Jesus, like, what could be better,
Right. Yeah, I've been on a couple of cruises myself, and it's quite an experience to go to sleep in one place and wake up in a different place.
Yeah, that's true.
You get up, you're already docked somewhere, and you get to see a brand new piece of beautiful land for the first time.
Yeah, I am going to have to lose 5 pounds before I get onto the cruise, because guaranteed I'm going to gain at least 5 when I'm on it.
Right. Yeah, there's going to be no shortage of good food on there. We actually worked out access to all of the premium restaurants too, as part of the all-you-can-eat package included. So I know there's an Italian restaurant, a steakhouse, and a seafood place that are on the ship that are actually included as part of this package. So.
Yeah, you're killing me here. Great.
But the cruise, we're calling it Smooth Sailing in Life. And really kind of the idea behind that is handling the ups and downs, not really just the downs. Enough people talk about just how to handle when things are going wrong, but it's almost equally as important how to handle things when they're going right. And that's kind of part of the whole thing we want to talk about. It's just life in general. How do you handle all the ups and downs and take, the lows with grace and the highs with just as much grace? And what's kind of your take on that?
Well, I think that I've been involved with the principles for a really long time, and I know that at first, when I was first involved in it, and really up until probably 8 or 10 years ago, there was a lot of people thinking that one learns the principles to have a better life or something like that. And that tends to be what happens as a byproduct. But that's not the purpose of understanding the principles. The purpose of understanding the principles, to me, is just understanding the facts of how it works. And it works, when we're down. If we understand the facts of how it works, the facts of the reason that we're down, we're going to be in better shape than if we don't, because if we don't, we're going to think that it's the outside world doing it to us. And so it's nice to know how exactly we're getting lost. And the other part of it is when we're up, it's not that we are trying to be up. It's that when we understand how it works within us so that we happen to be up, then we can be up more of the time because we see how it works right within us. I don't know if I articulated that well, but that's the way I feel about it.
No, it's kind of like, I know it's a little cheesy for this metaphor on this occasion, but it's kind of like we can't control the direction of the wind, but we can adjust our sails.
Yeah, that's true. And I think when people like go out of their way to try to be up, they're actually getting in the way of being up. Because up is our natural state. And it's like everybody would be up naturally, or I should put it a different way. Everybody is up already, except when we happen to think down thoughts. and that to me is very comforting. Like we would all be in an up state all the time if we didn't think down thoughts. And we know that that's true because when our mind clears, that's the way we feel. So just the mere fact of being able to explore these things with people, or all kinds of issues, whatever anybody wants to bring up, we'll be there to help people explore it. And I would assume that for the amount that people are paying for this thing, that we'd be very happy, at least I'm speaking for myself here, I'd be very happy to give people any kinds of sessions that they want on board, and mostly just have a really good time with people.
That sounds amazing. Definitely looking forward to it.
So I'm psyched.
Together. This is going to be an amazing trip.
Yeah, and the people that you have, like that are taking the leadership role in expertise, you could say. I'm just really, really thrilled to be with all of them, and to be with you, those of you who have really done the work to plan this thing too.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. It's but honestly, just a couple months ago, I never could have dreamed that something like this could come together, and now here it is.
Yeah, it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you. And so, come one, come all. This should be a great time. It'll be real different, from the norm, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Right, that's beautiful. Well, thanks, Jack, for your time, and look forward to seeing you in February.
Thank you, Greg, and I'll be there with bells on.
All right.